The Queensland community is in mourning after two police officers and a local farmer were shot dead in Wieambilla. The nearby town of Chinchilla has been shocked too. This is a small, close-knit community. Joining me live is the state member for Carlisle, Bryson Head. Thanks so much for your time, Bryson. This is such a difficult time. I think it's been a real gut punch to everyone across Australia. I can't imagine how your community is feeling right now.
Yeah, it's absolutely raw, Laura. I've never seen my hometown so shocked, rocked, and devastated. The outpouring of grief that from across the community. It's just been a very heartbreaking couple of days right here in my hometown of Chinchilla.
Yeah, and detectives are still trying to figure out what happened. It looks pretty weird at the moment, like it was some kind of bizarre triangle of conspiracy between two brothers and one of the brothers' wives. What does your community need? Obviously, it starts with answers as to how this happened.
Yes, well, the community is certainly wanting answers going forward. For the meantime, our focus is very much on supporting each other. I'm personally not too much interested in the history of these horrible, evil people that have come to our communities. For me, it's supporting the family and the loved ones and the Queensland Police Service and the community as a whole as we try to get over this horrific event.
Yeah, look, the term hero is thrown around a lot, but these three individuals in Alan Dare, Rachel McCrow, Matthew Arnold, we can safely call them heroes this morning. As we heard from the Police Commissioner yesterday, she was surprised that there weren't more deaths because this was an ambush. How are you supporting these families?
Well, the community as a whole is pulling together, and just by showing these people, it's very difficult times, and it's hard to know what to do. But I know the police force and the families and everyone has very much appreciated the outpouring of support from the community across not only this local community that is very tight knit, but across the whole state and across the whole nation. And really, it's just about turning up and showing that we're there for them, that we care for them. These police officers. It's a stark reminder for people of the dangers that police face every day in the line of duty as well.
Yeah, it absolutely is. You're spot on there. It's also the kind of thing that you don't expect to happen in Australia, let alone rural Queensland. How are you getting your head around that?
I'm not really, and I think if you try to get your head around it, you'll go mad. This was an attack that was undertaken by horrible, evil people, and that obviously weren't in a rational or logical frame of mind themselves. So it's hard to. So if you're trying to rationalise the irrational, you'll go mad. So my attention is very much on supporting the local police here and the local community in these incredibly trying times.
Yeah, such a small community. I mean, Rachel and Matthew lived together. Matthew had the car packed. He was ready to drive to Brisbane to see his parents and his family for Christmas, and he should have been on his way right now. I think everyone feels a little bit helpless at this point, and there's this I can feel this big kind of surge of grief and people wanting to reach out from right across the country. Is there anything we can do, Bryson?
Absolutely. It is hard to know what to do, but the Queensland Police Union has set up the support fund for the families of those officers, and there has been a support fund set up for the Alan Dare's family as well, and we did. I was working with one of the local church groups yesterday to ensure that there was a fund the funds set up were appropriate, and we're going to be going to those families. And one of the local pastors spoke with Alan's wife yesterday, and she confirmed she's fully in support. So there is a GoFundMe that Alan's wife is in support of, and so people can donate there as well.
Oh, good.
But head to the Queensland Police Union page to support those officers.
And look, there's been a lot of focus on these two young officers in their 20s, and rightly so, but also Alan. How is his wife?
I haven't spoken to his wife directly. One of the local pastors had a brief chat with her to check on her yesterday, but at this point in time, she's with family in what is an incredibly tough and difficult time.
Well, Bryson, thanks so much for talking to us at this very difficult time. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on this morning, and thanks to all of Queensland and all of Australia for your support in these circumstances.